Yo, Community's PH here, and today I'm bringing you another deck profile of my Flamvell zombies. Um, Gotta be patient with me, guys. I'm just getting like stormed with messages. Like, click the refresh button after responding to one, and there's like four more in there. I just posted the trade binder, and that's been getting a lot of hits. I think I already made like 3 or 4 trades, probably a little more than that, and some are like still, you know, not 100% yet, but looking pretty good. Um, I got some stuff to send out, so I gotta look. Um, so yeah, guys. French, I wanted to talk to you about this deck, Flamvell Zombies. I think Flamvells are a pretty interesting, type of deck. I did like them from the start, and especially with the release of Hidden Arsenal 4 coming out in a little less than a month. Um, a new Synchro Monster, Ancient Flamvell Deity, will be coming out, and he's an 8-star. I think he's a 2500, but he's kind of like a burn synchro, which is pretty interesting. Much better than Flamvell Urquazes, which was probably, in my opinion, the worst synchro monster that was ever created. Besides, I mean, Troll Warrior is a good card, but I think they reprinted it so many times that it's just terrible. I mean, it was an ultra rare, then it was a super, and then it's a rare in Duelist Pack USA 3, which just absolutely just was ridiculous. I thought that was, and same with Majestic Star in USA 3, I thought that was just retarded. I think that should have never happened. I thought that was a retarded reprint. A rare synchro. Okay. It sounds like we're in turbo packs now, but so the deck I wanted to talk to you guys about. So let's go through this real quick. Triple Flamevell Fire Dog destroys monster by battle. Special summons a Flamevell from your deck. Real effective 1900 beat stick. 2 Archer, 3-star tuner. You contribute a Flamevell once per turn. Have all Flamevells gain 800 attack. It's situational. You got a dog on the field and you got an archer. You contribute an archer and have Flamvell Fire Dog be 2700 attack for the turn. So that can now take a Stardust, guys. Really effective. 2 Flamvell Magician, it's your 4-star tuner. Can't be bottomless since he's 1400 attack. That's pretty much the main thing. This is kind of the card I wanted to talk to you guys about. Flamvell Baby. I don't know if you guys have seen in the in the big in Charlotte. This guy ran a deck. I think M. Cole 40 was the person that had the deck profile. I'm pretty sure it was M. Cole. You guys might want to check it out. I might put the link below. I'm not sure yet. If I feel like actually going on his page looking for it, but what he does is it's a straight Flamvell deck, and his primary idea is he runs hand destructions. He runs morphing jar like I do, but hand destructions I don't. He runs card destruction. His idea is to get all the Flamvells in the graveyard. He runs also Flamvell Pwn, which is a good card. But the problem with him is I don't like him. I really don't care for Sangan that much, but it's pretty much what it is. It adds a Flamvell to your hand when he's removed from the field. But the key of that deck that he has is getting Shooting Star out, and he can do it in like real easy, no problem. Baby's a 1-star tuner, and Poon's just a 1-star. So there's your formula. And then if you have a Fire Dog and a Magician in the graveyard, there's your Stardust. So real effective deck when you use Rekindling, and there's not really much that can Shooting Star's a very effective card. Then to search them, I have 2 UFO Turtle. Once the new Flamvell, Neo Flamvells come out in Arsenal 4, these will no longer be in anyone's deck. There's going to be a lot of broken Flamvells, and I think the one is going to get banned. I forget its name, but as for the zombie portion of the deck, there's 2 Goblin Zombie. That's pretty much the card I like to sync with. The fact that you get a zombie search at the same time, I really don't like setting him that much, but really good card. If anyone has any more of these, I'm actually looking for them from Gold Series 2. I really don't want the Secret Rare one because it's like $10 and I don't feel like paying that. 2 Zombie Master allows you to bring them back from the graveyard. So 2 Pyramid Turtle. This is kind of runs with the UFO Turtle and the same idea. That's your searcher for Flamvell's your searcher for zombies. Ryan told me a real good technique because he has a zombie deck, and what he does is he sets it the first turn, flips the face up, attacks directly. I mean, not directly, attacks a monster. Let's say it's like a Thunder King or something. So you attack it. I mean, they can easily, use its ability, but let's say they don't. You attack it, you destroy yourself, special summon a monster, drop a Flamvell, and sink. You use them as like a kamikaze missile. That's pretty much what the idea is. You just kamikaze bomb them. You take damage, but it's worth the price that you're going to get out of this. Then you run your Mizuki and Plague Spreader, which is common. Then 2 Stall Reaper. So yeah, you need to run him, especially at 2. Slows the pace down for them. They can't do anything. It is just a really good card. Um, I'm kind of surprised it went to 2, but you know what? Whatever. Helps us out here. Um, Gale the Whirlwind, I like running the tuner. I think it's good in any deck. Once again, Stardust is really popular play. It's always been, it always will be. You can have the attack of him. Stardust is 1250, you're 1300. You can get him over him with this card and main phase 2 sync or something like that. Then I run a Morphing Jar. Helps get Flamvells in the graveyard. Helps get, it just helps. It really does. Yeah. So those are the monsters, and for the magic cards, play 2 MST. This is the only deck which I run 2 MST, but that's only because, I don't have Solemn, no Infernity Barrier in this deck. Nothing I can negate with besides Dark Bribe. So I think you have to run double, especially in this. The idea is to keep pushing, and you need to pop those back rows in order to continue your push. 2 Rekindling. This testing it with 3 was way too much. It was for the amount of Flamvells I have. How many do I have here? 8. It's not worth 3, and I sometimes get. This is kind of like the same ordeal with Infernity Inferno with the Infernity deck that I run. You get stuck with them in your hand, and you can't do shit with them. They're just gonna sit there because you either sent all your Infernities to the graveyard already, or you already used Rekindling, or you're not ready to use it yet. So running 3 is definitely way too much. And in this card for zombies, it's just broken. Book of Life. I'm surprised this isn't limited. But then again, as popular as zombies are or once were, I think they're actually still good, especially with Book now back. They have their aggression back, but there's no way these guys are going to compete with a tier 1 deck, sadly. But this card definitely helps. It's Monster Reborn for zombies, and you get to remove a card from your opponent's graveyard out of play. So you got the DD Crow and the Monster Reborn all in one card for you. And you got your Book of Moon. Have to run that. Mind Control, since there's a lot of tuners, I gotta run 8 tuners in this deck. Really good. So, quick sinks. Dark Hole, that's the Legend of Blue Eyes one. That's pretty heavily played though. I'll probably never trade that. Monster Reborn. So there's a pretty common staples at the end there. I don't run swords. You don't need that. You're not playing defense. So then we'll just go through the traps real quick. Now this is where I have my twist to the deck. Double Magical Cylinder. I might put a 3rd in here because it's just so unexpected. You're late in the game, and you're just playing defensive, or you're just lowering them in, and I don't know, it's a close game, and Magical Cylinder can end the game for you guys. Like, it's just a real effective card. You negate the attack and inflict the battle damage back to them. Stardust can't negate it. Nothing. There's nothing you can do about it. Really, they need to waste. Solemn Judgment on it. They need to waste something. 7 tools it. So yeah, and then I picked up a 2nd bribe off of a trade. So I'm running 2 bribe. Also, goes well, works well with the deck. I don't have a Solemn Warning or Judgment. I really don't care for Solemn Warning that much, only because it has to deal with effects and whatever. Judgment, I'd like one though. So if you guys have a Judgment for trade, hit me up with an offer. I'll work something out with you guys. Call the Haunted, Starlight Road, and then Torrential and Mirror Force. So those are your common staples at the end. Pretty solid 40 card deck. Runs well in this format. I like it. It's not my main deck, but I don't know if I want to sell it or not. I had it for sale. I mean, if you guys like the deck, and I can add different cards in it, but if you guys really wanted to buy it, I guess I could sell it to you. I'm not gonna list a price though. So if you guys want the deck, I don't know why, for any reason, but I don't know. Some people I get messages all the time. They're like, "How much for the E-Hero deck? That was sold in October." I have a big sign that says like right as soon as this deck is sold, and I get still messages about it. I don't know what, if people can't read, or I don't know. So The side deck is, I mean, not side deck, the extra deck. The side deck's the side deck. There's nothing different about it, really. I have a second baby. What else? A third goblin zombie. What else? Just some different, a third, what's it called, rekindling. Third book of life. Just like typical stuff, and then you got, nothing special really, guys. I'm not gonna pull it out of my tin and get it out. But as for the extra deck, it's normal. It's my usual synchros. I don't really want to go through that either. But yeah. So also, good friend of mine has a First Aid Keys for sale. He's looking to get rid of it. So if anyone's interested for it, just hit me with a PM and I can give you his name. He's really chill, and I'm sure you guys can work out a trade. So it's kind of random, but just throwing that out there. And yeah, so rate, comment, subscribe, check out other videos. You got trade videos, other deck profiles, pack openings, box breaks, all that good stuff. So yeah, guys, can you use PH signing out?